What were you seeing from him tonight?
Yeah, I thought he came out really, really strong.
Think about this, how much the Yankees have fallen from grace. When the retreads of the Colorado Rockies and the Washington Nationals are going to be our saviors of the year, do you know what that means? That means the general manager did a terrible job in the offseason. Yankees are flawed. Grab your helmet, grab a chin strap. Shit's gonna get real soon, and there's a trap door to this terrible slump. Trust me.
High fly ball left field. Dominguez back, track, wall, see ya. A 2-run home run for Caminero, and it's 2-0 Tampa Bay.
Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Yankees lose to the Rays, and we feel the season slipping away, and why Anthony Volpe will be Aaron Boone's undoing. That, highlights, and the post-game interview with Aaron Boone. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports Talk for sports nuts.
The Yankees are in the middle of an identity crisis. And what I mean by that is that this team needs to look across the diamond and look at the Tampa Bay Rays, who have zero offensive talent, but yet beat the New York Yankees tonight with timely hitting and moving runners, sac flies, and small ball. Without Aaron Judge in, now you have to produce runs. And the Yankees have been guilty of it all year, have not been able to manufacture runs. They lose when they don't hit home runs. So this is the thing. No steady batting order. Okay, I've been saying it to nauseum, and I will continue to say it. Who makes the lineup? I need to know. Is it Aaron Boone or Brian Cashman? Let me know in the comments below. Who do you think the lineup is coming from? Because if this lineup was the same, at least for 2 weeks straight, I would like to see what this team can do consistently with guys knowing where they're going to hit. Also, identity crisis for the Yankees, number 2. Pinch hitting. Guess what? You don't have the luxury to pinch hit. You're not that good. The guys that you would pinch hit with, bring into the middle of the game. No, start them. And this is what's going to be the undoing of Aaron Boone. I'm telling you. The undoing of Joe Girardi was Gary Sanchez. The undoing of Aaron Boone will be Anthony Volpe. Mark my words right here. If Anthony Volpe was from Idaho, he would have been cut from this team 6 months ago. But because the story is good and he's a New Jersey kid who grew up a Yankee fan, we have to be subjected to his bullshit and lackluster, terrible defensive and offensive play night after night. He's the only guy that plays every night. A guy could hit a home run like Rice. Boom, Volpe's in the lineup the next night. Rice is out. Bellinger hits a home run. Out the next day. Volpe's right back in after going 0 for 4. So that's what I mean by it's going to be Aaron Boone's undoing, is because one guy is usually always responsible for it, and Aaron Boone has fallen in love with Anthony Volpe. This is a full-blown love fest at this point. Why would you just trade for Ahmad Rosario from the Nationals and not start his ass tonight at shortstop and give Anthony Volpe a mental and physical rest? Because it comes back to bite us in the ass in the 8th inning to when Anthony Volpe causes an error at shortstop, and then you bring in Rosario the next inning to pinch hit. Why wasn't he in the beginning of the game to play shortstop? Anthony Volpe is terrible. So I sit here, I watch the same thing night after night with this team, and I'm telling you guys, I've been watching the Yankees for 33 years. I've been to over 370 Yankee games. This team's no good. It would be different if they were winning games, playing okay, and adding pieces. They're not winning. They're not winning. They can't even beat the Tampa Bay Rays, who are renting out our AAA facility because they don't have a stadium. This is what it's gotten to, man. And this is why I'm saying it's an identity crisis with the New York Yankees. We're like a former billionaire who's now a homeless man, who still is writing checks and doesn't have the money for it. What I mean by that is that the Yankees still think that they're this good offensive juggernaut, that they're the New York Yankees. Just because you're wearing the uniform doesn't mean you're going to play like the historic franchise. And I'm getting tired of watching this goddamn team night in and night out with the same bullshit. The bullpen held tonight. It was the defense behind them, and the Yankees didn't put a runner on the base pads after the first inning. They went 1 for 22 after the first inning with runners in scoring position. Hamilton looked good. The bullpen looked good. Weaver looked good. But guess what? Now they're not scoring any runs. Now, because they would wait for Superman to show up and save the day every time that Aaron Judge does, and Aaron Judge had to hit 400 for this team to get to the point where they're at. This is not a good, made-up team. They should have addressed second base and third base to start the season. It's malfeasance that Brian Cashman didn't do this. You should have kept Gleyber Torres, and yeah, I don't care how many comments you write. I'm going to still mention his name until the end of days. And this guy, Austin Wells, he can't play anymore. Ben Rice needs to be the starting catcher every single day, and especially with Aaron Judge now being out for 10 days and coming back and being the full-time DH, where is Giancarlo Stanton going to play? Where is Moon Boots going to play? Where is Frankenstein going to go? They should have kept his ass on the injured list until August, until we sniff the playoffs, and then you can break him out of his cage like Iron Man for the playoffs where he actually does something. The Yankees are bad, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You know, I was trying to think of things that they could do and moves that they could make, and Suarez got hit on the hand, and his hand might be broken, so he'd be done. It's not worth risking the farm system. The Yankees have now the highest rated farm system in Major League Baseball. And they said today that they can go out and get whoever that they wanted on the at the trade deadline. But who's going to help this team, man? Like I said the other night, do you have 6 guys that you can grab? Do you have 6 players? Because I want a full sale change in this team. I want to keep Jason Dominguez and Ben Rice and get rid of everybody. Because Cody Bellinger is going to be too much money to re-sign next year. But let's go to the Aaron Boone postgame press conference, who's got more excuses than a pregnant nut.
Aaron's offense pretty light today, struggled to get much of anything going. What'd you think of the overall at-bat quality?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a great job after giving up 2 there in the first of just stringing together a lot of really good at-bats against Rasmussen in the first, but then just, struggle kind of from there. I think we.
By the way, Rasmussen's been in the major leagues for about 3 days. The Yankees historically, let me know in the comments below if you agree with me. The Yankees can never hit guys that are brand new to the game. I don't know what it is. Maybe they don't have the scouting report or anything, but you look at the last 20 years. If you want to beat the New York Yankees, just throw out a guy you've never heard about, and he turns into Cy Young all of a sudden.
We had the one inning where I thought we got some good swings off where Volpe leads off with the long at bat, and Walls makes a great play on him. Just missed a fly ball right after that. Just weren't able to mount enough, and couldn't hold them down just enough.
You mentioned the 2 runs out of the Rays there in that first inning.
Yeah,
Schlittler with 3 walks in that inning. Just overall, what were you seeing from him tonight?
Yeah, I thought he came out really, really strong. With gets Simpson, and then puts Jan.
You know what just occurred to me? Think about this, how much the Yankees have fallen from grace. When the retreads of the Colorado Rockies and the Washington Nationals are going to be our saviors of the year, do you know what that means? That means the general manager did a terrible job in the offseason, and he should have corrected the problems before the season. The Yankees are flawed. Grab your helmet, grab a chin strap. Shit's gonna get real soon, and there's a trap door to this terrible slump. Trust me.
After giving up 2 there in the first of just stringing together a lot of really good at-bats against Rasmussen in the first, but then just struggle kind of from there. I think we had the one inning where I thought we got some good swings off where Volpe leads off with the long at bat, and Walls makes a great play on him. Just missed a fly ball right after that. Just weren't able to mount enough, and couldn't hold them down just enough.
The Yankees are trying to rebuild a car driving 65 miles an hour down the highway. Okay, they've done it every year, and now it's starting to catch up to them. Every year they've been able to add pieces and go to the playoffs and have a winning record. Is this going to be the year that it catches up to them? Because it doesn't seem like it's adding up. And what I see in the product on the field and the vibe I'm getting from the New York Yankees is they're not going anywhere. And if this team were to get to the playoffs, what are they going to do? What kind of damage would they do in the playoffs? And by the way, where the fuck is Luis Heel? Let me know in the comments below how you feel.
Really strong. With get Simpson, and then puts Yandy away, and then Aranda had a really good at bat against them. Where I actually thought Cam made a lot of really good pitches against Aranda, and he kept spoiling. Finally loses them, and then obviously Caminero.
All right, well, nothing is going to come from this press conference because I don't even want to listen to Aaron Boone. So, Yankees identity crisis. It would be one thing if they were winning and they would add pieces at the trade deadline, but, I mean, they're losing. So what does it even matter? They're not good, and they don't have Aaron Judge. We need to wake up. I mean, it's really, this isn't good. And unless we make some blockbuster, unbelievable deal, I say bring the youth up, let them play, see what we got. Because Brian Cashman didn't do a good job with assembling this team. I think he was going to try to tread water until the trade deadline. Now that the trade deadline is here, what is out there, and there's so many people in contention, what is out there is not that good, and the Yankees are going to have to scramble. And that's why you're seeing players from the Rockies and the Nationals, and they're getting cute. They don't want to risk their future, and they're kind of like shit or get off the pot time. So tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think? Do you think the Yankees should sell or buy at the trade deadline? And why don't you go over to Instagram and buy us on New York Minute? That's NEWYRKMIN right here. New York Minute Sports Show on YouTube. Thank you so much for the thousands of views in the past week, guys. This channel's really taken off, and I can thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Bye.